I guess it was really interesting to be sitting here today, and it was quite enlightening to see the officers present on some of the initiatives that are being put into place to try to address some of the community issues. And I do sincerely feel that the people around this table care about the communities. You have people who are dedicated to building relationships, and you have people who are dedicated to using their roles of authority for the benefit of the people they serve. And that's really apparent to me. I believe that is truly what is most important to everyone in this room. So with that, it just makes everything very conflicting to understand that the EPS has made a decision to promote someone with such a violent past, someone who has been convicted of assault, someone who admittedly uttered death threats to his victims, someone who tortured a young man by tasering him 8 times in just over a minute. By this isn't just violence, it is torture. This man, by his own words, said that being tasered is the equivalent to, it feels like there are horses inside of your body that are trying to kick their way out. Or it's like being assaulted with baseball bats from all sides of your body. We've seen today that there are so many good cops out there here in Edmonton, and I believe that. So I can't believe that we would choose, that the EPS would choose to put someone with such a violent history in a position of authority. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Donald Langford. I'm the Executive Director of Métis Child and Family Services. I'm the Métis Cultural Advisor for Wasylyshen Academy. There, we try to teach our children about spirituality and the way of our grandfathers and grandmothers. We pray to the Creator. And there's only one Creator, regardless of what you call him or how you pray to him. Whatever your faith is, there's only one Creator. And the gifts that He has given me is kindness, love, consideration, forgiveness. And all those gifts I've looked at, I do not see hate, vengeance. And it disturbs me because everybody is entitled to a second chance. I run a social service agency of 30 workers. Every day I work with people who are looking for a second chance. Is there anybody in this room who has never had a second chance? I think it's disgusting what they're doing to this gentleman. I remember when it happened. I didn't approve of it, but I could understand it. When you pull over a car full of our brothers in hoodies and it's stolen, how do you react? Spent 37 years in the military working with young soldiers. On the line. I know what fear is. I know how fear boosts your adrenaline. How you do things that you don't normally do. But when we move back, we're given the thought to reflect, to make our penance, to pay our dues to the public, and to move on. And we look for a second chance. And I think that's what these people should be thinking about tonight. They should be thinking about maybe giving this gentleman a second chance. Do I approve of what he's done? No. Do I think he deserves a second chance? Most definitely, because everybody in this room has had a second chance. One time or another, some have had a third and a fourth chance. And look within your hearts when you start preaching and coming down on somebody. Look at his family. Look at his children. I think this is wrong. And this is wrong to entertain this type of thoughts. Thank you. What about the other officers?
Is this our last speaker?
Yeah.
Okay, well, one last
We
speaker.
have one Churchill.
We're well over time, so.
One more, sir?
No, I have to cut it off somewhere, otherwise this meeting's gonna go way over time. We're already behind schedule at this point.
Are you getting paid overtime then, sir?
It's our meeting, sir, we have a schedule to keep
It's a
to
public
as well.
meeting, sir.
It's our meeting,
Yes, public meeting.
So- we get to maintain our schedule, thank you.
Thank you, all people.
You're more than welcome to come back to next month's meeting.
Thank you.
So our last presenter, go ahead, sir.
Hello. My name is Terry Noel, and I've heard a lot here today about how to prevent crime, how to stop this stuff from happening, and the words that have come up a lot within this meeting have been that we really need to have outreach, that we really need to have trust, that we need to build community with these people. I haven't seen that. And in fact, there are a lot of people that are too afraid to even come into here because they are worried about what it's going to look like if they stand up against this. They are worried what it's going to look like if their name is on that paper and they speak out. And I think it's one thing to trust and one thing to have forgiveness for this officer, but you cannot tell me that the same standard is given to the rest of the population. It is not the same thing. This person is in a position of power, and being in that position of power also holds with it responsibility, and the responsibility has not been met. If the police force is serious about actually building that trust with these communities, then it has to be serious about who it allows onto the force and who it promotes. And yeah, so when it comes to, I'm all about forgiveness, I'm all about all of that, but we have to be serious about who we are actually allowing into these positions. Because otherwise, you're not going to build that trust, and we are going to get the same thing happening again and again. And in fact, it will continue. Like, we are not going to be silenced. If this man does continue to, if the promotion does stand, then we'll keep coming back. And we'll fight it until we need to. And in fact, we are going to have, be having a rally on February 7th at 1 p.m. in Churchill Square. And so I'll hand out more information for people. And we'll continue to make our voices heard.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on to our next item. Chair's report 8.1, appointment of